Maybe. I might actually have to check that. I pressed cancel on the live stream. I think it made it go live. So we'll see. I think everything's okay. I think I'm live. Yes, I'm live. Oh, interesting. Well, hello guys. Welcome back to the stream. Back into some more fascinating this seems right. Without Layton, yeah, he's been turned into gold. It's just Phoenix. I can't lie. I'm worried about what's going to happen here. Because, I mean, what? Layton isn't here to help us, but I mean, obviously things will be fine. I mean, it's going well so far, honestly. I can't commit too much. Trial seems okay at the moment, and it's nice that Luke's almost down. I think it's an interesting thing. 3 months ago, the alchemist that lived in this house was murdered, and now we've got a situation on our hand, of our own, rather. On the floor in front of the terrified Maya was the professor, now completely made of gold. What the heck's going on? I thought the professor was to be meeting with the storyteller. Oh, wait, it's Phoenix now? Jesus Christ. To make things worse, now Maya's being accused of being a witch. We just change up who's narrating. It'd be nice if it was like color coordinated. That would help a lot. Right, this is fine. I was always focusing on the. Oh wait, actually, I don't need to read it again.
Hold it!
Luke. Before that, you heard the scepter fall onto the floor. I was after the professor fell over. I thought so. I mean, I thought so before, but now, when I think about it, the less certain I am that I actually heard it. How can I have been paying attention to anything else when the professor was. When he was. The memory of everything is a little too fuzzy. I guess Luke's too shocked to take in his surroundings to notice anything else. Why's my chair just stuck? Should I shuffle over? I don't get any information out of him there. Sorry, Luke. I understand how hard it is for you. Let's move on to the next witness. I don't know why they've changed like order on this like panel, but honestly,
hold it.
And that thing would be. Yeah, with the shiny jet next to you, Bluey. Hey. Well, Professor Layton. More valued now than ever before. Oh God! And you didn't notice the scepter on the floor. You know, I wasn't even looking at the floor. It has organic glue to my new source of income. I love anything. I may have looked at the ceiling, since that's where it was pointing. Finest keepers, eh? Into me pocket it went. Someone arrest this guy, please.
Hold it!
Just get past that. Do you mind translating your song into plain speech? I shall simplify it once more, just for you, esteemed knight of the court. First of all, let's talk about love. It's a pretty neat slant rhyme for cove. Oh. A cove is stuff for chap, you see.
Hang on!
Okay, he's actually got something to say. Just to admit, you seem to be pondering something very deeply. Bah! You caught me on unawares there, Bluey. Did something in Mr. Beardley's statement catch your attention just now? Excuse me. Ah, nothing in particular. I was just thinking. The Blood song really got me to me. I mean, it kind of felt in me heart. I appreciate your appreciation of my art. You know, I meant to ask you something. When you become me private bard, you could sing all about my heroic life, the heroic life of a mere punching bag. But first, I could gladly sing of your adventures if it pleases you, kind sir. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Show me what you got. Very well, let's prepare your request. Oh, Grandemere, punching bag the first. Will new fortune quench your thirst? First, having bravely filched to the golden arm. Now you've duped the poor shop man. Didn't rhyme. I hope my song was to your liking, sir. Oh, yeah, very poetic. Every time you go close, I'm gonna have to drink. Your drinking manner is quite inspiring, but whatever is that skull bottle hiding? No, we've learned nothing useful at all. Besides me has questionable taste in music. Sometimes it's best not to probe too deeply, simply Wright. Oh, well done. Let's just pretend we had none of that. Proceed with the interrogation. Okay.
Hold it!
Well, you haven't said anything about that until now. Well, that couldn't have been helped. How so? No, everywhere, Lusua. Pencils in hand, be sure to take notes. Miss Primson's lesson number 4. Memories are not always pretty. Wasn't it lesson 5 beforehand? Some things are better forgotten. Trying to remember them only leads to trouble. This will be in the exam. You're saying that the victim fell over and his arm broke off after the scepter was dropped, are you not? Correct. Well done. And so, the contradiction is no more.
Objection!
That's inconsistent with all the previous lessons.
Objection!
Quit to forget what I have told you, Sir Blue Knight. Witnesses are not lying. They are merely having trouble remembering the truth. We must almost find the truth within what they say. These guys aren't making any sense. One Mr. Barnum said might be true. They've been confused by magic. Speller? We've always tried to make sense of what we see. So, when what we see makes no sense, we lose track of what's real. Guess that makes cross-examining a little bit pointless. At least when everyone believes believes it's so easy to get confused by magic. Well, at least do something, or else mine will be done for. I'll just have to listen to the witnesses again and try to find something we can use. Look. Oh.
Objection!
No. Oh. Interesting. I don't even know where I'm going.
Hold it!
I've pressed everything, I know. He's not presented anything.
Objection!
I have no fucking idea. I'm gonna use a hint. I really have no idea already. Let's see how hints work. I've already pressed that, have I not?
Hang on!
I've pressed it already. So this actually, so it does mean something. Okay. I don't know.
Objection!
No idea. I already have no idea what we're doing. to present everything to this piece of testimony. That's the second time I've been read that.
Hold it!
Oh my, no. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh no, I can't. Right, you know what? Actually, let's just skip past it. Can we skip past it? Oh, we actually can. Next we have the delightful consonants of beloved and bewitched. It is ultimately a song about confusion. Confused. To be honest, there's nothing more to it. It is merely an artistic expression of my feelings. So, it's got nothing to do with the case, does it? I am well of melodious words of poetic music. That is my only claim. Ah! Oh dearie, dearie me!
Hang on!
Luke, would you like to say something? Oh, sorry. I guess I spaced out there, Mr. Wright. Why is it, Mr. Wright? Did we thinking pretty hard about something during Sir Beardley's song testimony just now? Can't lie. I know this is kind of cheap, but I want 2 lives. I'm gonna restart. I didn't mean to do that. Let me continue. Because realistically, we're not making it through that trial of more lives. I'll still use my hint coin. We'll just go for it. Right. Oh, do I use my hint coin? I probably should, right? Right. Okay, and I don't.
Hold it!
I don't talk to this guy. His name is Neil, right? Okay, now it's the Luke's one. There we go.
Hang on!
Okay, that barely took us any time, to be fair. Luke, would you like to say something? Oh, sorry, guess I spaced out a bit. What is it, Mr. Wright? You seem to be thinking pretty hard about something during Mr. Beardley's song, or testimony just now. Is there something you would like to share with us? Well, I've been thinking about what Mr. Barnum said a while ago. What was that exactly? The humans who witness magic become confused and lose sight of what's real. They end up not knowing what actually happened. Well, I was thinking Mr. Barnum might be right. And then it occurred to me that there might be a way. I mean, we do have with us a witness who isn't human. Ah! Oh dearie! Dearie me! The situation seems awfully familiar. Thank you. I asked him earlier if he remembers the events clearly or not. He said he has a memory better than an elephant and remembers everything perfectly well. Oh, that's right. Almost forgot that we can talk to animals. Mr. Wright, I know it sounds crazy, but please let me try. Let me ask Cracker to testify. Ah! Oh dearie! Dearie me! Should I? Yes. I'm stuck now anyway, and the witness testimonies are all over the place. A new testimony would be a wild card. But it might just be the thing to turn this trial on. It's a crazy idea. Oh, alright. Make a mistake now. It'll put me on the tight spot. Defender, are you still with us? This is not the time or place for daydreaming. What do you intend to do? It looks as though you've exhausted all means for a counterattack, Sir Knight in Blue. It's not time to drop your sword. If you have no further questions for the witnesses, Defender, I will consider your interrogation finished. What will it be then? Are we finished here? Well, zero time to think it over. Then make a choice now. Yes. Actually, no, let's not take on any test anymore. Your Honor, it's events relate to summon a new witness. A new witness, you say? Who do you have in mind? Is everyone deaf? Like, actually, is everyone deaf? It's a witness you all know, by the name of Mr. Cracker. Mr. Cracker. I know of no man by that name. Mr. Cracker! Then summons its new witness. Mr. Cracker the Parrot. A parrot as a witness? Imagine. That'd be stupid, right?
Objection!
This is the witch's court. Joking around will be considered contempt of court.
Objection!
Mr. Cracker witnessed the crime. He saw it happen. And he heard it too. He's as valid as a witness as the others.
Objection!
No. That bird is not a pet, nothing but a pet animal. Referring to it as Mister will not change that.
Objection!
There's a lot of objections though. Humans are confused by magic to the extent that they lose sight of what's real. That's why what you yourself said it was the Zacharias Barnum.
Objection!
Calling me by my full name does not help justify this brash foolishness. The Inquisition is against interrogating a parrot. By the way, kind sirs, I suppose you should know that my dear companion never forgets the sound he hears. He remembers everything he hears, huh? It's definitely worth asking Cracker to testify. Court sees the situation as follows. The witness's testimony does not hold together. Witnesses' testimonies do not hold together. In fact, they are as erratic as the bard's songs. I cannot see this trial getting any more confusing. Very well. The defense may summon this avian witness. Can you believe it? That's what Mr. Blue Suit. Summoning a parrot as a witness. Summoning? Does he mean like how? Does he mean like how the familiar was summoned? I'll go by Crack. I'll do whatever I can to save mine. Be it summoning a parrot or a familiar, whatever it takes, within the boundaries of law, of course. Stab someone. Oh! On his head, lovely. Right, oh. I didn't mean to do that. Not so fast. I hardly even know where to begin, but first of all... what's the matter with that boy? Look, he's so pleased with himself. He looks like the cat that got the cream. Ah, that'd be me, wouldn't it? Don't mind me. Just think of me as a perch for a Cracker, that's all. Just what is the purpose of questioning a bird? A parrot may be able to repeat what others say, but it cannot talk on its own.
Objection!
Oh, Luke. It's precisely because Cracker doesn't want to talk in his own words that he's certain to tell us the truth. What? Cracker remembers every sound he hears, even just the ones. Absolute perfection. So let's have him testify exactly what he heard. And if Cracker can repeat every sound, I'd say this should be valuable testimony. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be that Luke was gonna understand what he was saying, and then translate. But I guess he is just saying English words, isn't he? I cannot believe this is happening. That's pretty funny, actually. A witness that cannot talk or not lie, either. This idea is much to my liking. Well then, may our new witness, Mr. Cracker, testify to the court. We wish to know what exactly you heard from the beginning of the incident. As if we are interrogating another parrot.
Ah! Sit down! Deary, deary me. Clang! Dodo!
Objection!
What's this now? Why, there's the sound of the incident, exactly as Cracker heard them. Goldor came afterwards. Ludicrous, evidently. This is nothing but a farce after all. What do you mean, Inquisitor Barnum? I must admit I found the parrot's testimony quite impressive. What if the bird can accurately recall the sound? It's clearly useless when it comes to the order of events. What do you mean there's a problem with the order? First, the witch used magic to turn the victim into gold. When the witnesses arrived, it is reasonable to assume they cried out in terror when they did so. And yet, this testimony does not accurately convey such order of events. It starts with a sudden scream, followed by the door abruptly opening. and then a witness crying out.
Clang.
Next, we hear the victim having turned into gold falling down. So far, so reasonable.
Dodo.
But then the real issue is as follows. Wright seems to think the witch cast a spell after the witness has entered. Such a suggestion is inconceivable. The reason is simple. At the time, the victim had already been turned to gold. Ah. Indeed, it is as you say, Inquisitor Barnum. Ah, the skin peeling off. The parrot's capacity for imitation is excellent. I could see that this testimony does have some entertainment value. However, this animal's testimony cannot be allowed to stand as proof in this honourable court of law. I mean, maybe she's wrong. Don't I crack her off just like that? Do you see how foolish you were to summon this parrot as a witness? Oh, not good, Phoenix. Not good at all. I really go through this cross-examination when it feels like everyone in court is against me. So, defense wishes to cross-examine the witness. What? Are you serious? Did you not hear what I said? Are you choosing to ignore my words? Yeah, we are. Witness that cannot talk, cannot lie, either. His parrot's testimony is the naked truth. Simply repeating the sounds as he heard them. It's human to make assumptions about the meanings of those sounds and arbitrarily decide whether this testimony is good or not. It is now to the court. Should we be shown to uncover the truth with which this parrot holds the key? The truth, you say? Very well. Show us the truth that this bird perpetually knows. Interrogate this parrot. Meanwhile, I shall enjoy the show. Will you do it, Mr. Wright? Oh, do you think it's hopeless? Defender, you may interrogate the witness. Very interesting choice. Honestly, it's not the wildest thing we've done in court. We'll keep saving. What's his...
Hold it!
It's my screen. Oh, yeah. Made me a teeny scream. I was so horrified when the professor suddenly turned into gold like that. Right before my eyes. Okay, so even Maya saying that, yeah. That's what...
Objection!
Yeah, here we go. The accused seems to yearn for the flame so much that she cannot wait to receive a punishment. If she wishes to live any longer, she will wish to remain wise to remain silent. I'm really sorry. I won't talk again, I promise. I mean, you've already been on promise like 5 times, but it's beside the point. Fortunately for you, said Blue Knight. There is no way you can prove that this was, it was the voice of the accused.
Objection!
What the fuck's a voice print? Oh. You're wrong, Inquisitor. All we need to do is have her voice print analyzed, and we'll go straight away. Oh, wait. Analyze what? Her voice print? It's nothing. Okay, I said what I said. Just forget what I said. Oh boy. This world is driving me crazy. Well then, you may carry on with the interrogation. Yeah, why have we got Layton's music as well?
Salam.
I keep pressing the wrong button. Press.
Hold it!
What was the sound of, was that the sound of the door being opened?
La 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 la!
Hang on!
Excuse me, Mr. Bedler. How may I help you, sir? We meaning to ask this before, but why are you still on the witness stand? Are you suggesting I should leave my dear partner alone with strangers who cannot even sing? Huh? Every sight of a cracker causes the finest of songs to effortlessly form in my mind. Stilton, cheddar, or smoked cheese, I like my crackers on any of these. That was the cracker song. Is it not crisp and full of flavour? Right. Anyway, would you mind remaining quiet for the rest of the cross-examination? I suddenly got the munchies. Continue the interrogation.
Gibby dibby dee.
do that again, but we won't this time around.
La 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 la.
He seems to be saying, "Don't ask me, mate." No, this game goes nowhere. But seems so. You wanna? Yeah, I can see that myself. By the way, I was the one who opened the door. I was worried about the professor, so I barged right into the room. Poor Luke.
Hold it!
Can we all agree that that sounds like Miss Primstone, right? When we entered the room, we all kind of reacted in surprise.
Hang on!
I need to move this box. They keep kicking it. It pisses me off every time I stream. Mr. Birdley, can I ask you something? So many questions for Birdley the Bard, but most of them I shall disregard. I have felt your keen gaze upon me for a while now. You can't help admiring, can you? Oh, statement you heard earlier. Is there anything you'd like to comment on? I wonder if there was. My peerless companion, what do you think?
Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on.
Oh, Mr. Wright, he's imitating you perfectly. How adorable. I'd say I share your love of birds, Isabella. It feels like it's mocking me. Jesus. Carry on with your interrogation.
Hold it!
All of these I'm just gonna have to check to make sure Luke is not saying anything instead.
La la la
I'm gonna have to
la.
double check everything, just ignore him. But I guess the teacher's voice stifled after all the rest. Stifled? Miss Primstone is known for his stentorian voice of authority, allowing her to easily rise above the chatter of unruly children. Her voice would still be ringing in the pupils' ears long after class had finished. That takes me back. Only my scream was easily recognizable. Make Maya scream. Fine, okay, so we missed nothing.
Hold it!
It's fine. That must be... That sounds like the professor falling over, I guess. Are all of these sounds wrong then? Because gold... Because the professor... Because we heard the... Sorry. We heard the spell, the Goldor one, after all that happened. So Birdley, can I ask you something? So many questions for Birdley about... Well, I've not read this. I've definitely read this before. Did I?
Dodo. Clang. Clang.
Hold it!
La 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 la.
Did I check that one?
Hang on!
So he's just... Okay, so yeah, he's just interrupting. Never mind, that's fine.
Dodo. Clang.
Oh,
Hold
it's
it!
not even Goldwood, it's Godor.
La 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 la.
I better not pursue this one. Luke, you poor thing. After all of that.
Dodo.
Hold it!
It could be saying like... Oh, go door! Sorry, he's saying go to the door. Okay. Yeah. That's a magic incantation, isn't it?
Objection.
Preposterous. At this stage, the victim was already on the floor. The transmutation spell had to have been used much earlier than that. I wonder. Luke, what did you hear? Did you hear the incantation too?
La 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 la.
I'm sorry, I can't seem to remember. After I saw the professor in that state, my memory of what happened just isn't clear. Happened next just isn't clear. Sorry, Luke, I know this is painful for you. Yeah. I've got a feeling there's something odd about it, yeah. It just doesn't seem quite right. Oh, fuck off the spell. So it's him saying go.
Dodo.
Hold it!
No,
Objection!
Okay, that's fine. But we might as well check what Barney wants to say, but Badly wants to say, but he
Hang
does say
on!
some stuff, isn't he? Yep. So I can present a spell though, right? I'm pretty sure.
Dodo.
There we go.
Objection!
There's a critical contradiction in the testimony. We're all aware of that, said Blue Knight. This contradiction is between your so-called desire to find the truth and the fact that you are interrogating a parrot. You know what? I'm gonna get myself a Kit Kat. See you guys later. Perfect. That's all I'm talking about, Inquisitor. There's a contradiction here that makes one thing particularly clear. We've clearly all made a wrong assumption. How so? Luke, can you ask Cracker to repeat the incantation once more? Right, you are.
Dodo. Dodo.
Godor. Onto the Grand Grimoire. The name of the gold transmutation spells Goldor. No, Mister. It would seem to me that the spell we've just heard is in fact a different one entirely. Well, I've never. Unbelievable. Goldor and Godor.
Objection!
This is ridiculous. Problems everywhere, no? That wretched bear must have misheard the incantation.
Objection!
Cracker's unable to intimidate. Cracker is able to imitate sounds better. The incantation was indeed misheard, but only by the people here.
Objection!
Victor was found already in his golden state. That's proven enough that the Goldor spell was used.
Objection!
You forget that Cracker heard the incantation after the spell was already taken place. Well, let me open Discord if I will oh, it's my save. Right. Which makes it entirely possible that this Godor spell was used as well. In other words, another spell besides the gold transmutation magic could also have been used. Another spell that we haven't yet considered. Now, next question needs to be asked. So what is this Godor spell? I think it said go to the door, right?
Objection!
Utter foolishness, this is absurd. Come in, a spell's like, that's not a spell, and like, how do you know? You're a witch? And they ban on saying. As convenient as it would be for you, there is no way that a spell by the name of Godor exists. Oh, Mr. Wright! Huh? What is it? I found it, the page about the spell, Godor. It's listed in the Grand Grimoire right here. I bet it's a purple crystal as well. It exists. What? Order, order! I demand order! Like I thought, I remembered it exactly. But then, what kind of magic is this? Is this Godor? Well, my lord, the Grand Grimoire describes it in the following way. Godor creates a portal of two sides of the, I mean, yeah, sure, but what a weird, specifically green-coloured walls. Godor creates a portal on two sides of a green-coloured wall. This portal will disappear after 5 minutes. Creates a portal on green-coloured walls. Walls, though. It's a bit dumb though, isn't it? Aren't you a lucky man? It appears even the Grand Grimoire is on your side. However, there is a fatal flaw in your explanation. Huh? What? What flaw is that, Inquisitor? It's really quite simple. Think back to how the alchemist study looked at the time of the incident. Do you remember any green walls? Because I do not. There were none. All the walls were coated in white plaster. It's gonna be that, Jean. Probably grey ale. In other words, it is impossible to use Godor in that room. I too have visited the alchemist study since the incident. I remember very well that all of the walls in that room were a dull shade of white. Your little theory was interesting, Sir Knight, in blue, but it's proven nothing more than a mere wild guess. As long as you can prove that this Godor was used, your little theory should be considered no fair. Even though we hear the spell. In all honesty, I'm very surprised all this, such a the spells existed. However, as long as it was impossible to use, to have used this spell at the crime scene, the introduction leads us nowhere. So let me ask you now. Yes, Your Honor? Do you perchance have any proof that, any proof that it was feasible for the witch to have used Godor in that room? This is no coincidence. That spell must have been used at the crime scene. But do I have proof that it was impossible to use Godor? It's been on my mind for a while. That inexplicable mark has to be evidence that ties up any loose ends. All loose ends. Defense wishes to present evidence. Impossible. I love how he actually just made a note of the mark. Like, we already know it's the mark. The determination in your eyes makes me think you would. Now then, we shall allow the defense to present its evidence to the court. Maybe it's already on it.
Take that!
All the studies occur with white plaster. Not all of them, though. There's just this one spot which is green. Oh, there is. We're still while investigating the crime scene. You recall that there's a small painting behind the desk. And for some reason, the wall behind it is painted green. Just what? I recall seeing some that painting myself, too. If you look at this floor plan. Yeah, right there. I'd say it was around here. Mr. Wright, I'll mark up the floor plan. It's been bothering me since I saw it. Now it's clear what it was. At the time of the incident, a portal opened behind that painting. You know what? It makes sense as well. That's how they've killed the alchemist. It's the exact same thing. Okay, good to know. In other words, that was the wall utilized for the spell Godor.
Objection!
You're certainly persistent. You just want a portal to be there so much, don't you? Maybe Jean's actually a girl and is a witch. You know? You want a portal to be there so much, do you? Don't you? Excuse me. Excuse me. The wall behind the painting was a green, and that's a fact. Instantly, I remember that painting well. It was a small landscape. So how did he have a copy of the Grand Grimoire? Well, that's the size of, say, an open Grand Grimoire. But yes, it was about that size indeed. A small, adorable picture. Even if the portal had opened in that small patch of green, no person would be able to pass through it. In fact, yeah, they'd just be able to put their arm through at the most. So, will you please explain how a witch could have possibly escaped through a portal this small? He's right, Mr. Wright. No one could have gone through that portal that small. I'm just confused because we're not even talking about the fact that... Is the fire one the only one you need the staff for? Yeah. Okay. To be fair, so why do they have... Okay. Interesting. Have you anything to say, or are you so crushed by the realization of your mistakes the words fail you? Well, it was too small for a person. Doesn't require much thinking to figure it out. But aside, a very obvious question remains. If it wasn't a human, then what could have passed through that portal? Put an interesting spin on things. Why don't you answer your own questions? Do you know, you talk as if you know everything, so please enlighten us. Small portal was opened in the wall of the crime scene. Familiar? I have all the clues as to what that could mean. Going through the portals. Human will be able to squeeze through the portal. See if this is one other possibility, or the parrot. It was a small animal, like a ferret, a cat, or even, maybe even a... Mr. Wright, I appreciate if you stop stealing glances at Cracker.
Hang on! Squirrel! Hang on!
He's suggesting that a peerless musical companion was somehow involved in this crime. What's certain is this. The portal opened in that wall would have been about the size of this book. It would be too small for a person. As for your suggestion regarding small animals, let me suggest that you leave this court. Oh! I don't think it was that bad, guys. That's fine. Oh. No notifications. Okay, that's fine. No human could have passed through the portal that small. Even a witch couldn't pull it off. So you've finally forsaken your mistaken assumptions. I was actually going to say witch next, but I thought, nah, I won't. I'm finished, Inquisitor. Fire means that something else could have passed through the portal. A spell? Oh, and what would that be, said Blue Knight? The portal was created after the professor had been turned to gold. There's a good reason behind that. She must have had to move something through that portal. The scepter? Yes, the scepter. Because it is... Yeah, so they've thrown it in. Yeah. You've captured my curiosity. I'd like to know what passed through the portal. Tell us. What... Okay, yeah.
Take that!
Is anyone in the state of the crime scene? There's just one possible answer. And that's the Talia Magica.
Objection!
What? What's this now? The Talia Magica was found at the crime scene. The portal has nothing to do with it.
Objection!
Savannah, you're making the wrong assumption. Wrong assumption. She wasn't trying to remove evidence from that crime scene. Wanted to plant it. She threw the witch's scepter into the room through the portal.
Objection!
You and your crazy theories. Do you even realize what you're saying? If she threw the staff into the room, that means... Exactly. She did it to deceive us. Her goal was to make us draw the wrong conclusion. When the incident took place, the witch herself wasn't in the room. That's the spell from the outside. What? Just fidgeting. Let's stop. Order! Order! Order, I say. I need to move up. Let's move into the other side like this. I need a full rest. That's what I need. I've decided. That's not all. There's even more proof that staff was thrown into the room from the outside. What proof? Proof is none other than Professor Layton has previously severed the right arm. The victim's arm. How do you prove anything? The witnesses have testified they saw the witch scepter, however. A few of them have claimed to have heard it rattling across the floor. That's right. Let's take a look at this floor plan. The arm was standing up, right here. We know the defendant couldn't have been the one who dropped the scepter. Now think about it. Why would you need to drop the scepter in order for it to end up there? Oh! That's right. The scepter could only have come from the small portal created by the spell Godor. This is most unexpected. The witch wasn't in the room when the crime occurred. It solves the long-read mystery as well. Or at least, that's the defense's claim. It's the only thing to explain all the contradictions we've run into.
Objection!
So Blue Knight, with that imagination of yours, you can aspire to write fantasy stories. A nice try, I must admit. However, this line of assertion is futile. There is a glaring contradiction in your words. Word of contradiction. Whatever are you referring to, Mr. Barnum? This is the Talia Magica that was used in the incident. As we've established, there are two magic gems in it. One for gold transmutation spells, Goldor, and one for the Shadow Familiar spell, Famalia. She's probably switched it out then, right? The witch in possession of the staff could not have been able to cast Godor. Yes, you're absolutely right. But you can't write all the evidence supporting my theory as mere coincidence. When must you agree always, but follow agreements always follow with a but? What I'm getting at is, Talia Magica is not genuine. Not genuine? Right, and naturally, this one, the one responsible for this deception is the real culprit of the crime. Enough of the suspense. It's too much for the man of my age. The defense shall reveal what is meant by this so-called deception.
Got it!
Best. I want to clarify one thing. Are you saying the Talia Magica in question is authentic? Without doubt. The metal rod in its centre is called the Spina Magica. The witch's mark on the tip is clearly visible and highly detailed. It's impossible to forge, even the finest craftsman in all of Labyrinthia, even by the finest craftsman in all of Labyrinthia, can guarantee you its authenticity. That leaves us only one possibility. The forger in question is the familiar magic gem. What? A forged magical gem?
Objection!
It makes sense. That's an insult to our investigators.
Objection!
Only witches use the power of these magic gems, can't they? Can use. Tell me, how can you know whether a magic gem is the real thing or not?
Objection!
Hold it there. We know for certain that the spell Goldor was used. It is undoubtedly not forged. That's why you said the purple one is the fake one, yeah. Or the Famalia. Did anyone see a familiar at the crime scene? That's... 3 months ago, when the investigation was carried out into Sir Belduke's death, the results yielded the following conclusions. The spell for Amelia had been used to summon a familiar, which in turn carried out the murder. And the witch used exactly that to her advantage. Similar incident at the same crime scene. Do you think that would be a perfect opportunity? The witch to frame the defendant for her crimes. And it would be blamed for both the professor and Sir Belduke's death. We take for the real witch. Oh! That was the real culprit's objective. It's smart, to be fair. Who's the real witch? There is a chapter in the Magical Archive, an old collection of tales of the occult, about the way to test whether or not a magical gem is genuine. How can we test it, my lord? It's very simple. A genuine magical gem is composed of a mineral with a density lower than pure water. All you need to do is see if the magical gem floats to the water. That's simple indeed. All non-magical minerals in our world, with the exception of cephalite and a few of the special kinds, sink in water. These eerily sparkling gems, however, will never sink when put in water. Bailiff, remove this magic gem from immediate examination.
Magic gem's fake.
What's up with this trial? That's not how it's supposed to be.
Alright, darling, don't cry. You'll get to see the witch burning today, so Venom never disciplines. Hush now, there.
Let me check Stream Lab. Okay. Yeah. Defender. If your theory is correct, this could be the biggest occult crime in history. But another important question remains. I wonder if you can answer it. Who is the supposed real witch that threw the Talia Magica through the portal? I have no idea. Real witch. There's only one person that comes to mind. Okay, I find out what to believe, but it's the only possibility. Once they indict her, there'll be no turning back. No consequences. Should I give them a name? Right, I don't know the person. I think we're saying it's the teacher, I'm assuming. Because that's the only woman. But she's the only woman in this case.
Mr. Wright? In Labyrinth View, witches are punished by fire. I think you, I know you think that's going too far, but even in a world that seems so insane to you, those who take the lives of others must be punished. It's a universal law, isn't it? The witch turned the professor into a gold statue. And that's not all. She took the life of the alchemist too, and now she's trying to pin the whole thing on mine. Hey, how'd you like to get away with that? Well done, defense. Let us hear your theory. Who's the...
Take that!
Has to be out. I'll do it. It's too much responsibility. Oh. Well, if I'm bogging it, it's to be... Yeah, okay. You got it right. It is the Jean Grail then. Did I get... Wait, I said... It has to be.
Take that!
Yeah. When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be true. Only one logical possibility. It has to be that person. And it's going to be like, oh, it has to be a woman. And then we're going to be like, actually, Jean is Jean. Well, which is, Jean Grail. Grail? I've heard that name somewhere. Wait, isn't it the butler who served Sir Belduke? That's correct.
Objection!
What's this about? You seem to love rolling out these ridiculous suggestions, but you ignore the obvious. Jean Grail is male. Mr. Barnum, tell me one thing. Is it only females who witches? Oh, you daft! Of course it's only females. Yeah. Never in the history of this court has there ever been a male witch. So utterly ignorant. You should be ashamed of yourself. Right. Well, let's ask another question. Yeah. Here we go. I called that shit. I'm proud of... You know what? It's Danganronpa that helped me with that. And it was the way I looked at Jean, and I was like, I don't know. Gives off female. Is Jean Grey really a male? What? What a ludicrous question. Drop the pants! It's absurd. Jean Grey is the witch responsible for using the magic on Professor Layton.
Objection!
You stop fooling around. This is a groundless accusation.
Objection!
Groundless, you say? I'm afraid that's where you're wrong. The time of the crime. Jean Grey was in the room next to the alchemy study. And one of the walls in that very room was painted green. It was. What's more, a green wall. So the one adjacent to Sir Bilduke's study. What? This is madness. Inquisitor Barnum, quickly, have the butler summoned to the court. This is crazy. I was Jean Grey, brought here immediately. Certainly, my lord, it shall be done. And do a strip search.
There is no need for that.
See, even the voice sounds a bit feminine, do you know what I mean?
I am here. I shall come down right away.
Ah, it's you.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Shall we begin?
Jean Grey. You would assume this trial has turned in a new direction. I think we all need a bit of time to take it in. We shall take a brief intermission. I could add to the end of that. Inquisitor, defense. Sharpen your swords and your wits and prepare yourself for the next stage of this battle. Yes, Your Honor. I'll carry on a bit longer. Shall be done, my lord. By the time we resume, the examination into the magic gem should have ended as well. Now, the court is adjourned for a brief intermission. And while that happens, I'm going to catch up on my messages, and we'll carry on a bit. I'm going to see, because a lot of people are doing stuff. There we go. I mean, okay, I was going to say, this isn't a new chapter, this is just this is still chapter 3, right? Oh, wait, what? Oh. Wait, I thought I was on chapter 3. So, it's gotta be that, huh? The young butler? That young butler? I know what you're thinking. I couldn't quite believe it at first either. But the evidence and circumstances all point to the butler. He or she has to be the witch. At least, it'll be certain if the magic gem turns out to be a fake. If that's the case, then Belduke's murder was also. Yeah, it'd be great. No, it can't be true. He wouldn't have done that. Speller? I know, Jean. He held Sir Belduke in the greatest of respect. Jean didn't kill him, I'm sure of it. Being real, are you really what people think you are? There's still so many unknown factors in this trial. Ah. It's Luke. Hi. Is he gonna apologize? I'm sorry, Maya. What I did was unforgivable. What are you saying, Luke? All you did was testify about what you saw. But I should have trusted you. Well, you trust us now, right? Maya. Anyway, Luke, it was thanks to you that we were able we discovered new information. Thanks to me. Sure, you got Cracker to testify. That was a great idea. I wish I could talk to animals. Don't you too, Isabella? Oh yes, I'd love to have a chat with Eve. So Luke, will you teach us how to do it, pretty please? Yeah, of course. I can try. Yay, that's a promise, right? Mr. Wright? What is it, Luke?
Do you mind if I join you from now on?
Not at all, Luke.
I realized during the trial that in this strange town, even what you see with your own eyes may not be real. That's why I'm not giving up yet. Professor, I know he'll return. Can't give up hope. No, that's what I've been thinking too. Really? I have a feeling he'll reappear again when we get in trouble and help us out. Because I mean, it's the professor we're talking about here. Right! And remember what he always says. Look forward to the future. Always look on the bright side.
I don't think it was the professor who said that. I was gonna say. Offenders, accused. Intermission's over. Return to the courtroom. Let's go. It's time to bring this trial to a close.
Oh, I have something for you, Mr. Wright. Here. Please take it. It may come in handy in the trial.
What? Huh? Let's see who it's from. Wait, you talking about Duke?
There's several sheets
of parchment inside, but they're all blank.
Professor and I got it when we went to see the storyteller.
Thank you. The more info we have, the better.
You're welcome.
Okay.
To be fair, there's not a lot of evidence in this trial.
Well, no proof that it was Jean Greyall who turned the professor into gold. Even if the magic gems are fake, I still have no decisive. It's still not decisive evidence. I don't know what will happen next, but I do know the battle is far from over. Oh no. Godos is a weird spell. We will now resume the trial of my affair. First things first, they're called crime analysts, so we fully finished examining the evidence. They have tested the 2 magic gems from the Witch's Scepter. Gold floats on the surface of water, whereas Thermalia sank.
Wait. You said that the genuine magic gems float in pure water, wasn't it?
Thus, it has been established. The Thermalia magic gems are fake. I thought he was just going to say that she removed them, but there we go. Order in the court. This does not prove that Godor was used, of course. Nonetheless, the defense's theory does now seem more plausible. The court considers it's worth looking into. You have no objections to that, do you, Esteban? No, my lord. No, bring in the witness. Oh, we're in the same pose. I've got the arm over as well. Witness, state your name and profession.
My name is Jean Greyall. Jean Greyall. Jean Greyall.
Yeah, we'll go Jane. Jean.
My name is Jean Greyall. I served as the late Master Belduke. Since his death, I've been tending to his dwelling and putting his research materials in order.
See, I even gave him a feminine voice. Don't know what it is, but well, there's something different about Greyall today. Witness, there is something we need to clarify first of all. As you are not aware, you have been accused of being a witch. As you are no doubt aware, sorry. Therefore, it is vital that you tell us what is in that. What is between your legs? Are you a boy or a girl?
Please hold on.
Why? What is it?
Excuse my rudeness, my lord, but at this time, I do not intend to answer that question.
I was going to say. Why do you refuse to answer, witness?
I have been following this trial from the gallery, so I am fully aware of the utterly absurd accusations made against me. Alchemy, the art pursued by Master Belduke, is concerned with the rules and logic that govern nature. As someone who's been helping Master Belduke for quite some time, I dare say your theory is both illogical and impossible.
Objection!
Which scepter is thrown in the crime scene through a portal created by a magical spell Godor. That portal could only have been opened from your door. Boo. I got really worried. I was like, what's on Barry? But yeah, it's the hat. That's fine. I was like literally looking at the camera there. I can't be right. What's more, one of the walls in your room is painted green.
Okay, I keep seeing it in the corner of my eye. I believe anyone is free to paint their walls in whichever colour they please. Besides, your theory relies on one magic gem being a fake. While that may prove true, another question has arisen. Where could the genuine magical gem be?
Up your ass, probably. must have been swapped with a fake one and discarded somewhere. I'm afraid that's impossible. Why? If we assume, as you claimed, that the witch used the spell Gyodor, that would mean that the magical gem must have been swapped after creating the portal. Tell me, when and where did the witch would the witch have dispersed the magical gem? I see your point. Several people paid witness to the incident, and the Knight of the Inquisition arrived at the scene immediately after. During the time, how the fuck did the painting get back on the wall? During that time, no one left the building, and the whole place was meticulously searched. Naturally, my room was searched as well, although there was not much to see, as I have few personal belongings. Despite our inspections, nothing resembling a magical gem was found. I assure you, we have not overlooked anything. I can swear it on my honor as a knight. So, Mr. Wright, if you wish to accuse me of being a witch, you should not first prove that there was a connection between me and the missing. Should you not first prove that there was a connection between me and this missing magical gem? Furthermore, I would appreciate it if you could approach the matter in a rational way, like an alchemist. It was searched very soon after the crime. The gem wasn't found. That means Grail hid it somewhere. Some of the Knights of Inquisition would not have looked. Where could it be? In the wall. Witnesses made a valid argument. How will the defense respond? Like to search Belduke's premise, we're looking for a magical gem. That's clear, there was a certain place they didn't consider searching, the actual crime scene. Interesting. You really don't give up easily, do you? In that case, I've got my skin hanging off. That way. I've just realised how chipped my lips are. Oh! Chap my lips are, is what I meant to say, not chip my laps. In that case, perhaps you could tell us all where the magic gem is. It's in Sir Belduke's study. The study? You mean to suggest it's at the crime scene? Friends, show us the location of the magical gem.
Got it!
About here? Oh,
Objection!
no. I've told you before. Every nook. Oh, fuck off. There's no Johnny Smiles we're talking about. Oh, I love that. Really promise of Philly search. I don't think any. Yeah. You anticipated that, and that's why you hit it in a blind spot. You knew where the. Wait, sorry, I don't know. I can't read. The blind spot, you say? Well, where is it? It's somewhere on Jean Grail's person. What? It's on the witness. Don't tell me. The witness has it in their pocket. You're just guessing, aren't you? Do you think you can say anything you'd like? By the way, I'm afraid there are no pockets in my clothing. It's the second time I've seen Grail today. Both times I had a feeling something wasn't quite right. It was just me, but can we relate to the whereabouts of the magic gem? Friends, show us the location of the magical gem. Where do you think this witness hid the magical gem on the day of the crime? Oh, it's literally there, is it not?
Got it!
Witness. But for the first time at Sir Belduke's premise. Oh, it's the necklace. Yeah. Oh. I remember that. Oh, yeah. I remember. Okay, I was gonna say I remember the amethyst thing, but I didn't I don't know why I thought it was like a hidden one. Damn, you had an amethyst attached to your collar. Oh, that's right. Mr. Grail always wears that gemstone. Alchemists believe that amethysts emit positive energy. Amethysts are purple. When I saw you in the waiting room this morning. Gemstone you were wearing was green, not purple. Oh, that's clever actually. So my question is, where's it gone? Where's the amethyst that you supposedly always wear?
Objection!
Wait, just a minute. The witness wears a purple gemstone. There's something I'm missing, Mr. Barnum. When we were after the crime scene, the witness came out to meet us. I recall the witness wearing a gemstone, but the gemstone was green. Green. Amethysts aren't green, although amateurs mistake prasiolite for amethyst, but that's irrelevant now. Witness, you're trying to play pin the blame on the defendant. In order to do that, you replace the Godor magic gem with a regular gemstone. We thought the witch who killed Sir Belduke had used the spell Familiar. We knew if the witch scepter with the Familian Goldor magic gem attached was discovered at the crime scene. The suspect would be accused of committing both crimes. And that's precisely what happened. The girl captured at the crime scene was accused of slaying both Sir Belduke and Sir Layton. That was your plan. You moved the Godor magic gem for the scepter and inserted your amethyst into its place. And then, attached the Godor gem to your collar. That's why. When we saw you shortly after the incident, you were wearing a green gemstone. Thinking, that was in fact a magical gem. So everyone's in agreement, so why haven't we arrested?
Order!
Oh.
Order! Witness, is that true?
This amounts to nothing more than conjecture. I do not believe you have any solid proof.
Everyone knows you wear an amethyst
However,
brooch.
I have to concede that you have surmised a logical connection between me and the missing magic gem. Consequently, I am prepared to answer your questions.
Good. I will repeat what I asked you previously. Witness, state your name, profession, and finally,
Your gender.
your gender.
My name is Jean Grail.
It is Jean.
I have been serving the late Master Belduke. As you can see, I wear a butler's outfit. But the truth is, as the defense claims, I am a girl.
Yep. I had a feeling. Aww. Beautiful hair.
A girl?
A girl.
Unbelievable.
What?
What?
The butler is a girl?
I don't know why I got that feeling. Order in the court. Jean Grail, are you declaring to this court that you are in fact female? Yes. I can show you. But everyone in town was under the impression that you were a boy. Well, because she's a witch. So, yeah. Did you hear that? The butler's a girl. Doesn't that make him, a maid? Yeah, there's something suspicious about him. Does that mean her? You know what? Why, right? Think about it. All the alchemy. That's why he's suspicious. Just listen to them. Listen to the wild gossip and accusations. Alchemists pursue knowledge and rules that govern nature. To the townspeople, alchemy is no different to magic. Had they known I was a girl, they would have taken me for a witch. That's why Master Belduke was worried about. He told me that it would be safe to pretend to be a boy. Ballad. Love words. He disclosed that you were a female, but now you're a witch. I would have thought that was obvious. Now, once a gender came to question, she wouldn't have been able to conceal it. That's why she made it public now. This is the most rational choice for her.
Mr. Barnum, may I ask you one question? Has all the evidence in the Golden Gentleman case already been presented? Why do you ask? As it stands, you do not have a single piece of evidence proving I am a witch. Given the lack of pertinent evidence against me, I would like to be permitted to return to my duties.
Duties of what? Managing a dead person's house? What do you say? What says you, Mr. Barnum?
It's been proven that 2 gems were swapped. But it may also be possible for the accused to have done so.
Objection!
How? We've proven that Jean had a purple and a green gem. I feel that's obvious enough, but I had no reason to swap gems.
This is a place of judgment. No need for us to understand the reasons behind a criminal's actions.
Well,
After all, those who we judge are otherworldly creatures. They are witches. Is it possible to for a human being to understand the reasoning of a witch? Is there really nothing we can do? At this rate, mine will be.
I still thinks mine's a witch. Yeah, this far, yep. Feels like we're back at stage 1.
It seems there's no more rational arguments against me. Now, you will kindly excuse me. We've not done the testimony, have we?
I don't have much on Grail when it comes to the professor's case. Should I let it go?
No, what?
There's nothing else I can follow up regarding the professor's case. So what can I do? There's only one other option. Miss Grail, I have to ask you to remain at the witness stand.
Is there something else you wish to ask me?
Testimony's not over yet. There's still something you need to tell us.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I cannot help you. I've told you all that I could about this incident.
But you got the right idea, Miss Grail. What this witness needs to testify about is not the Professor's fortunate incident. Rather, the incident from 3 months ago, namely Sir Belduke's death. She was present in the building at the time, working as a live-in butler. She needs to testify about the events of that day. About Sir Belduke's death. Although one of the magical gems was swapped leads me to a single conclusion. Both crimes, the murder of Sir Belduke and the transmutation of the Professor, were the works of the same witch. Proof behind the alchemist's death may hold the answers to this case. What is your opinion of this, Inquisitor Barnum? He was the one who wanted to solve both cases, so we can do it.
I'll allow you to have your way this time, Sir Blue Knight. The Inquisition has no doubts. Objections. Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum, it seems you've lost that unyielding attitude so admired by the townspeople. Here you are now, letting the novice defender lead you by the nose. It is hard to believe you have been known as the unwavering sword of justice for your usually cool-headed judgment.
Oh?
Gag him. You know little about me, witness. Do you think I care about defending my name? It is this town that I wish to defend. Sir Belduke's murder is the only case to remain unresolved for so long. Jean Grail, you will now testify about it.
Why are we seeing the judge just... Right. If it's just testimony, okay, yeah. As demanded by both the defense and the Inquisition, the witness will testify about Sir Belduke's death. Any questions?
No, my lord.
I must, however, mention one more thing before we begin. If it cannot be proven that Jean Grail is a witch, as claimed by the defense, the court will irrevocably consider my fate to be the witch responsible for both crimes. Are you fucking stupid? You dumb fuck. We've presented all of this and it's like, yeah, but it's still Maya, right? Understood. No! Not really, actually. This stupid judgment. You have no choice, Blue Knight. So Blue Knight. If you don't want the trial to end now, ready your sword and face the challenge that wins. But the opponent is a real witch. It's a gamble that puts Maya's life at stake.
Nick! Nick!
I hate the fact that there's just random dialogue lines. Maya?
No witch is gonna outwit you in court. You're an ace attorney after all. So, let's do it!
I like huh? So weird. The defense accepts the conditions. Let's proceed with the trial. Mr. Bond, you may begin. We shall start with a brief summary of the incident. A few months ago, in the dead of the night, Sir Belduc the Alchemist was murdered. The crime took place in his study, just as with this incident. The room has been locked from the inside. Layton was found still seated in the chair at his desk, so we could assume he was attacked while working. Oh. He was strangled. Oh. No. There were very clear strangulation marks visible on the desk. On his neck. Oh. There's something trickling down his mouth. Is that blood? Yes, most likely. The victim probably bit his tongue as he was struggling through with his assailant. So, could you not check his mouth to see if it was bleeding? And you said earlier that some white powder was spilled on the floor, correct? That bell. Is that not just what strangled him? Yes. Instantly we expected to find the killer's footprints, however there were none. The killer must have somehow approached the victim by stepping on the floor. After murdering Sir Belduc, the killer left the room without opening the door. Undoubtedly, the crime must have been committed with the use of witchcraft. What was discovered the following morning by the butler, Miss Greyle. What was from a Greyle, huh? Next morning as well. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bond. The court's illustration sketches will be added to the evidence. I mean, you can see the green patch of paint behind the painting. No, witness, begin your testimony. Tell us about the events spanning the night of the crime, from the evening before until you discovered the body. It's around 1 o'clock at night. I excused myself and let Master Belduc in his study left. When I called him for breakfast in the morning, he did not respond. The door to his study was locked. This is the only thing we have. These two are the only thing we have about his death. Yeah, I love his hair. Cool. A neighbour came to visit just then, so we forced the door open together. All the potions and other concoctions from the study had been confiscated. I wonder if they'd been properly stored. Potions and concoctions were confiscated. Victor was an alchemist after all. We were hoping that the items confiscated from his study would provide some clues. Besides, such things must not fall into the wrong hands. It may not have been standard practice, but it was deemed necessary. Confiscated goods are now stored in our secret vault. The only person with access to them is the High Inquisitor, Lady Darklaw. This caused me great difficulty, as I have not been able to put Master's research materials in order as a result. The confiscated items shall be returned as soon as Sir Belduc's murder is resolved. Interesting. My hair's up there. Piss me off. I should be looking forward to that. From the pits of hell. Defense, you may begin the interrogation.
Hold it!
So, the last time you saw him was alive, so 1 AM, is that correct? Yes. Master had a habit of conducting his experiments at night, so it was usual time for me to finish my work. When you helping him with those experiments? He would sometimes have some errands for me, but alchemists generally keep their experiments a secret. That's why I would always excuse myself at the time, unless Master had some other tasks for me. That night there was no more work for you. That's correct. I wished Master a good night as I shut the door behind me and then heard him lock the key.
There was nothing unusual about him. At least, nothing I noticed.
Hold it!
What time was that? Master would always take his breakfast at 9 AM, so it was around that time. We didn't have the key to Sir Belduk's study, is that correct? Yes. There's only one key to that room, and Master always kept it with him. Master's research was a very delicate matter, you see. We'd take strict measures to prevent outsiders from entering that room. Occasionally, delinquents would try and make off with one or other of Master's medicaments. Medicaments is such a weird word to me. You're stealing from an alchemist. Can't tell if that's incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. But with loud. That's why the door to that room is made of thick oak wood. I wouldn't have been able to force it open on my own. I have entered the room before that then. I want to know who this other person was.
Hold it!
Wait, when you broke the door? The only key to that room was in Sir Belduk's pocket. The only way to enter the study was to break the door open. Can you manage that with the help of a neighbor who came to visit? Oh. Yes. It wasn't a social visit, mind. He came as a patient. I was hoping it'd be a woman. Patient, can you tell me more about it?
Objection!
Patient confidentiality. The victim's neighbor is irrelevant. He has nothing to do with this case. What? Oh, I think you're pushing it this time. A witness is hardly irrelevant. I was going to say. Ugh. What's got him so shaken? He looks as if he's just had a rush of blood to the head. Is it him? Master Belduk had been making very potent medicines, amongst other things. We would get people coming from town all hours of the day or night asking for them. And yet, in return for all the help Master offered, people would gossip about him dabbling in witchcraft. You know what? If he's getting agitated, it might be him asking for the medicine. So you put the door together with a neighbour? Yes. When I explained the situation to him, he brought over an axe. Then he proceeded to attack the door with great force, smashing it into splinters. See, by the way, about that neighbour.
Hold it!
The drunk guy.
It's time for Emir's grand entrance. Did you miss me, guys?
I did actually miss you there. Oh, okay.
Order! Order! Could it be that it was you who... Where are you looking, old man? I'm right here. And as for who I am, I'm the alchemist's neighbour and a witness in that case too.
Jesus Christ. Oh, so we couldn't afford people singing. Passion for justice seething within, and there is always at the crime scene. You barely rhymes. So, it's you again. Oh, you're the guy from earlier, right? Yep, that's me. Who is the name? How have you been, Bluey? Oh, you're really the alchemist. Are you really the alchemist's neighbour? Seriously? I know, right? Freak coincidence, eh? But yeah, his house is next to mine. That makes sense why he was there. Go. Ridiculed earlier, Amir returns, drinking like a king, he never ever learns. That one. That's why I tried to stop you from asking about the name. Oh, okay. Huh? Where's the golden crystal bottom? Unable to hold his steady, cold gaze, Amir drinks fast as if in a daze. And the musician standing next to you. Oh yeah, that's me private Bart, but badly. A right musician is genius.
Hold on! Oh dearie me!
Or dairy me. Well, no use shutting the stables. No use shutting the stable door after the horse is bolted. Let us move on. Witness, since you're already here, you may as well add to your testimony. Testify of what we witnessed on the morning after the crime. You can come with me.
We cannot count on him. Just in case. It's about half an hour since I've saved, so that would be a bit devastating to go back.
Hold it!
Tell me what caused a sudden realization. Sure thing. When the Inquisitor came out, I went to have a little peek at the crime scene. When I heard them talking about it, surprise. Because they must have come to the same conclusion as me. Crikey, they can do their job, the Inquisitors, I thought. Had to be familiar. Familiar. He was eavesdropping. If I happen to see that familiar user, I'll arrest him myself. Go. Witness, you are testifying in court. Can you not restrain yourself a bit? What's that? Literally, I've got, gotta have this to keep my spirits up. It's the most potent medicine. Tis a drink a mere lives to savor, with an intoxicating scent and flavor. Anyway, this is a waste of time. I should look for decisive contradictions. Witness, continue your testimony.
Objection!
It's just that it's fake, right? Something you don't seem to understand, Mr. Mayor. Really, a gem in this which accepted is a fake. The gem's useless. It's like this buffoon's testimony. Huh? Therefore, testimony doesn't hold water. Just like anything else he says. Psh. Huh? What? Ignored and scorned without credibility. Will majestic of men now show humility? Ah! A fake? You should have listened to the trial more carefully. I love his little theme song. Oh, that has been dealt with. Inquisitor Barnum. This witch scepter was not discovered at the crime scene when Sir Beldu was murdered, is that correct? Yeah, because this time it's in place there as evidence. Indeed. We deduced that Familia must have been used.
Objection!
But that Familia gem was a fake. That much has been demonstrated today. But what's more, we learned that from Cracker the Parrot's testimony, the witch used the spell Godor. There's a green wall at the crime scene corroborates that.
Objection!
The wall may not have been painted green a few months ago. Besides, no one could have possibly reported so small. To be honest, I've been wondering where Sir Layton and this Sir Belduke's murders actually committed by the same way.
Objection!
Your Honor, I'd like to remind you that was the Inquisitor's claim. You're right, though. It's got to be the same culprit in both cases. At the very least. It's possible the witch used the spell Gordor to commit Sir Belduke's murder. But what? In that case, I will ask the defense to show us proof. We have proof,
Take that!
yeah. Let's take a look at these. What are those? The court illustration sketches. As you can see from the sketch, the victim was seated at his desk when he was murdered. And what can you see right behind the victim? A small landscape painting. Thank you, Inquisitor. There's one more point of note. The place of the painting, do you notice anything behind them? Oh, I see it. The wall behind it has already been painted green. Which means the witch could have used that portal spell 3 months ago.
Objection!
Which is so dumb because it's not even, like, hidden. One moment. Consider how small the portal would have been. Could a witch have passed through it? I think not.
Objection!
Of course, the witch would not be able to go right through it. However, look at the distance between the portal and the victim. You'll notice. The victim, Sir Belduke, sitting at an arm's length from the portal, from where the portal would have been. We should not have to enter the room at all. Just strangle him. behind. What she had to do was reach through with her arms in order to strangle Baldur, who was sitting right under the pane. Order, Inquisitor Barnum. What says you about that? Listening to your theories, the Blue Knight. But there is a notable contradiction within it. What would that be? Tell me, what do you think we concluded that Familia had been used? It had to have been used. We had a certain reason for it, of course. But what was the reason exactly? The crime scene had been tampered with. Or so. What are the circumstances of Sir Belduk's death? And it should become obvious even to you. Victim was choked to death. There was no signs of a struggle. Highly improbable, don't you think? Where are you getting at? Think about it. Can you imagine anyone sitting back and letting themselves get strangled? Maybe there should be evidence of a struggle. Does we have found any? That must mean the killer erased all the traces of a fight for the crime scene. Is the evidence not all the white shit on the floor? Like, all of that. Indeed, that would be a logical conclusion. Now, surely it would be impossible to do such a thing had the witch only reached inside the portal. In order to cover up the evidence she had left behind, the witch would have had to use a familiar. By doing it, there would be no point of using the spell.
Objection!
Miss Grail could have done it. She might have been able to tamper with the crime scene. What are you talking about? Running of the crime. By the time Miss Grail and that guy entered the study, totally rival the Knights of the Inquisition, there was a window of time in which she could have had the opportunity to do so. We need to look at into what happened in that window. We'll see. We may be in need for testimony. Witness, testify about what happened in the time between the body being found and the Knights of the Inquisition arriving. Sure thing. Ask me anything. I'll tell you all you need to know. Oh, glorious Amir, tell us more. Maybe you won't be left at us before. We two people access the crime scene in that time. Gail and Amir. Believe it or not, Amir is the key witness in this. Oh, okay. I'm tired. I put down the door and saw the alchemist slump to this chair. Give me a jump. People hurried to the call of the Knights of the Inquisition. You never went to the study. Oh. Why did I do that? Ah, yeah. I was asking my eye on things, so I went in there to have a bit of look at everything. Well, let me pretty dressed, so I went and took a little nap on the couch. Wait, what? Mr. Amir? So the butler didn't enter the crime scene? Yep. Never set foot in there. Then we saw Baldur. He told me to stand guard till the Knights of the Inquisition arrived. And then he went off. What a resourceful apprentice the alchemist has, I thought to myself. I must feel sorry for you, said Blue Knight. After all, your suspect couldn't have tampered with the crime scene. That can't be true. Amir just said he fell asleep. Defense. Please proceed with the interrogation. Yes, Your Honor. I wonder how much we've actually got left. Let's save. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm getting tired, to be fair. I swear the games are only like 27 hours. Like, they go over 24 hours.
Hold it!
You smashed the door. Did you check if it was really locked? Of course I did. Tried to get it open without resorting to brute force. It won't budge. Someone fetch me lovely little axe. This wooden enemy stood tall and still, yet in mere spoke forth, it was overkill. Did you think I'd lied about about the door being locked? But no, of course not. Boy, she's so sharp she won't curse off. Or me, most likely me. So then I went inside. The alchemist was summoned in his chair. Alright, allow me to confirm something. When you entered the room, did the victim look the way he does in the sketch? Yep, that's it. Spot on. Nicely drawn too. You know, at first, I didn't know if he was really dead. It looked like he just passed out or something. Time for his research.
Hang on!
Grail, may I ask you something? Yes, what is it? What do you think about Mr. Ramir's testimony? There's nothing amiss, however, Mr. Wright. I can tell what you're thinking. I'm so tired, is what I'm thinking. You can? Well, let's see if you're right. When he entered the room, Mr. Midden noticed that Mr. Baltic was dead. On the other hand, I ran straight away to call the Knight of Inquisition, and so, you suspect that I knew beforehand that Master was dead. That's what you're thinking. Your face is like an open book. I actually didn't think that, for sure. But isn't that what actually happened? No, I knew something was wrong because Master had very fine manners and would never sleep in his chair. When I saw him like that, I was struck with a bad realization. I felt certain that something terrible had happened. So rather than checking on him, you thought, well, let me run to the police. What? I have heard about you. The word is that you're very collected and perceptive. It would seem to be the case. It would be more appropriate to call it calculating. Somehow, I feel like you're not paying enough attention to me here. That has not witnessed that. Okay, right. That's fine. That's not it. Not to be rude about it. That's not be rude about it. I'm going to re-examine that and I'm going to play it fully out.
Hold it!
That was a lot, yeah. You know what, before we do that actually, yeah, was he definitely strangled with his hands, because there is something wrapped around. That apprentice of his is real good, to be honest. To be able to tell with a single glance that Alchemist was done for. Oh.
Hold it!
Sure the butler didn't enter the crime scene? Yeah, like I said, he didn't have fun that room. Oh yeah, and it didn't know what to do, but the butler sussed out the situation in good time. He told me to stand guard, and then he ran out. Let's call the Knights of Inquisition, is that correct? It's correct. I went to the nearby garrison. With the records of when the crime was reported, we matched the witness's testimony. I returned to Master Belduke's house with 2 nights. We began the investigation immediately, taking away Master's research materials and concoction. In the end, I wasn't able to enter the room all day. That day. There could be no doubt about it. As she is the alchemist's apprentice, she was under close observation following the incident. I wasn't aware of that. Excuse me, so in the end, you have access to the crime scene at all on that day, huh? By the way, what were you doing at the time? Huh? What, me? Asleep.
Hold it!
What were you having a look at? Ah, well. I was just taking the crime scene, wasn't I? Let's make sure everything was in order, you know? It's not like I went wild with excitement after being left in a real alchemist room. In a real alchemist room, so full of so many mysteries. If you didn't, I'm sure you didn't, Mr. Stickfingers. And besides, just means I'll look for something. So I was doing that too.
Hang on!
Wake up, wake up. Scream, you look lost in thought. Oh, were you talking to me? Even she can be caught off guard. I choose the right moment. You've been listening to Mr. and Miss testimony, haven't you? The stupid heart. It is funny. I don't know why I'm only just noticing now, but it's like, I'll look over to, like, see the chat bit, and then he's there. Yes, I have. He was asked to look for something. It was you who asked him, will I assume? What did you tell him to look for? I think you're mistaken. I don't remember making any request of that sort. Huh? Oi, Bluey! Were you even listening to what I said? It was a lady that asked me. Oh my god. Well, there's a guy, you numbskull. Oh my god, this fucking idiot. Hey, what's up? Why is everyone looking at me like that? Well, I'll go. We were the butler, Jean Grey, was actually female. What? That's why when you said lady, asked you to search something, we assumed it was Miss Grey. What? You're dreaming, listening, but not hearing. The look of shock is almost endearing. Oh, why did I do that? You require physical notification. You should have been listening to the trial. I love Barnum, to be fair. Next to court. Squabbling on the witness is most unseemly. What I'd like to know is this. Who is the lady that made the request of me? Yeah. Actually, that was Miss...
He's absolutely sadly talking about me.
I didn't expect to see her. Hello.
Oh, and you are?
Oh, I'm Letty. Hang on a minute.
Her name's
I'll get
Letty.
down that post-haste.
She's adorable. I do actually really like her. She's cute.
But, Miss Letty, who are you precisely?
Me?
Oh,
Who am I? I'm Letty Mailer. I'm the courier.
Letty Mailer. Oh, she's got the owl on her head. Courier? Courier is a person who collects and delivers letters or packages. I know, thanks anyway, spell. No, I know. Thanks anyway, spell. We should stop misreading my mind. She's just not mine. Hold on, Miss Mailer. Do you mean it was you irresponsible made such a request to that troublemaker? Me? Maybe. Yes, I guess so. Sometimes we find something. Wow. Outrageous. Why was I not informed of this? I guess no one told you. Maybe, maybe because you didn't ask? It seems we will need to ask you to testify, Ms. Mailer. Explain to us, how you were involved in this case. Frankly, I wouldn't say I was involved in anything. Now I'm in a tight spot. I bet it's because that guy said something weird about me. He's up on me, lady. Like the saying goes, when I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. It's being in a pickle on your own, eh? Man. Now then, Miss Letty Mailer, testify to that about my dad. My voice can make window shatter. I was thinking that. But I love how you hear a ringing in your ear. I'm just gonna save it, but I'm sure it's I'm sure it's just present the letter, right?
Objection!
Well, you found that morning. Is it this by any chance? This one here. Ah! Yes! That's the one! But wait, how did you get it? You're a piece of work.
Objection!
Hold it. Sir Blue Knight. How did you come by that letter? Just sort of fell into my lap, so to speak. It was the professor who found it, but he doesn't need to know that. Defender, what in the world? Are the contents of that letter? Well, letter's blank. What? All this fuss over a blank letter. As you can see, there are some sheets of paper, parchment inside the envelope. Indeed, there were no trace of ink on them. What does it mean with this? Don't forget that Sir Belduke was an alchemist. He may have used some kind of invisible ink to write that letter. Oh? Indeed, that makes sense. It is a hype. But it does make sense to me. But what? Miss Mailer? The thing is, when I saw the letter, that letter, full of all the pages were full of writing, so you know.
Objection!
Hold it, witness. You saw the contents of Sir Belduke's letter. I didn't read it. It's just that, you see. Witness, this is an important matter. You will need to testify about it. Tell us what you know about this letter. Jesus Christ. I didn't think she'd appear, but here we are. That night, probably around 1 AM, I made a delivery to Sir Belduke. He was writing a letter at the time. He'll be ready soon, so come and pick it up tomorrow morning. That's what he said. I left to study and wished the butler a good night, then I went home. When I came home again next morning, as promised, Sir Belduke was... I went there again the next morning as promised. Sir Belduke was, well, anyway, I was looking for the letter. Then, that guy went out like a light on the couch. I got a little scared, so I left as soon as I found the letter. Huh? I see, I see. Do you witness the victim write the letter? I wouldn't say witness. That sounds so legal. The sheet of parchment was on his desk, though. I saw it. It was like covered in writing, margin to margin. You don't know what the letter was about. Jesus, it is a bit still, isn't it? Telling you would be a breach of our privacy policy. I can't reveal its contents, or who it was addressed to. Oh, of course, I understand. Frankly, I didn't get close enough to Sir Beldick's desk, I mean. I couldn't make out what he was writing. In any case, where do you find the letter, where did you find the letter the morning after the victim was, where did you find the letter the morning after the victim was found dead? On the shelf, next to his desk, in a small letterbox. Oh, yes. Right there, next to his head. It was the, no. Ah, yes. Right there, next to his head. It was a teeny little bit scary, though. It was so close to a dead man. Oh. Yeah. It was right next to the corpse, but it's gonna be the white powder on the floor. And it's being like, oh, well, what happened there then? So that happened after. Now that the circumstances are clear, we shall proceed with the cross-examination. What do I present that, though? I need to save it. I need to constantly keep saving because of how low my lives are. Yeah, it also gives me the opportunity to kind of, not piss about, but like, no, don't want to present that. Oh. Now present.
Hold it!
So left from the crime scene. That's right. I took it from the crime scene.
Objection!
Do you not realize that pinching evidence from a crime scene in itself is a crime worthy of severe punishment? Well, it may be a crime scene, sure, but look, just look at the witch's defender. He's got to defend a witch using dirty tricks at his disposal. Dirty tricks? What dirty tricks? It's the same for me, you know. I'm a courier, so come rain or shine, I've got to deliver. Where there's mail, there's mail. I'm so inspired by that ukulele spirit, but I kind of just had to help. Although inspired by a dedication, he betrayed a lack of concentration. It's entirely my fault it came to that. Had I only been at the residence then. Ugh, blah. Kirill was out notifying the knight at the time.
Hold it!
He went out like a light. He was helping me look for the letter, and then it happened, out of the blue. He just passed out, the rascal. He collapsed, and his eyes rolled back. He wouldn't move. It's almost like he died. So no luck, unfortunately. A helpless sound. He was grating his teeth. I thought my ears were about to explode. Not sure. Okay, I was gonna say we're not talking about fucking Newton. We're talking about this guy. I was really confused by that statement. Yeah. Not sure what came over me. Never happened to me before. Something like that. You know, I didn't just fall asleep. More like I sort of blacked out, I guess. But you know why? Oi. You guys, what do you think? Any ideas? There's no evidence. And there you have my honest answer. I think it's good that I wasn't there. Which is why did they back out like that? I don't have evidence. It's odd. You okay. Right, I need to go back and gather more evidence then, I guess. Okay.
Hold it!
It's pretty late to make a delivery.
Look, he's an alchemist. He gets loads of strange packages, that's why. He often ordered various implements from the glass craftsman, or have someone gather herbs for him. He usually carried out his experiments at night, so yeah, he often needed items in the middle of the night. Did Sir Belduke seem all different than normal when you saw him that night? Different? Let me think. Actually, yes. I think it was about 3 days before Sir Belduke discovered me. A lightning strike.
Hang on!
Excuse me, Miss Grail. Oh, what is it? Did anything in Miss Mailer's statement catch your attention? Well, just that lightning strike. Master Belduke certainly changed to following that event. I wonder why it affected him so much. An alchemist with a sudden appearance of old bell tower. Could there be some sort of connection between them? Oh, it looks okay, yeah. By the way, the strange lightning strike was not a result of witchcraft. Well then, let's carry on. Let me go back again.
Hold it!
Let's get through and look at Mailer's thing. Yes. The sky was clear and there was a sudden flash of lightning. Out of nowhere, an old bell tower appeared in flames. Oh yes, that certainly was a usual event. What seems so calm about it? A tower suddenly materializing in the town is more than just an unusual event, alright? It's delivered for Belduke that evening too. He looked terrified for that night. As if he was scared of something. What could he be afraid of? Was it because of the lightning strike? I was wondering about it too, but, then things happened. She died before she could find out anymore. It's just we get back to discussing the night of the crime. Witness, you arrived at Sir Belduke's residence. What happened then?
Hold it!
You saw the letter he was writing? I told you before, there were sheets of paper with writing on them on his desk. I had a very quick look. There were so many sheets, and the letter must have been very long. Then how do you explain the letter being blank now? Oh, I had to make I can't lie, I fully clicked my Sir Belduke, he was holding a pen when I arrived with delivery. So, he was in the middle of writing. And also, he told me to pick up the letter next morning. Then you left his study. I need to stop. ADHD mind this.
Hold it!
Oh, wait a minute. When you say butler, you mean? Yes, Miss Grail, of course. She was in the corridor carrying a tray. Oh.
Hang on!
Oh. Why's music stop for this one? Miss Grail, I'd like to ask you something. Oh, certainly. What is it? Stated previously. You excused yourself and left Sir Belduke's study shortly after 1 AM. Yes, that is correct. However, according to Miss Mailer's testimony, the two of you came across each other while you were waiting outside the room. Why didn't you mention that until now? That's because... I apologise, I'm afraid I completely forgot to mention... You forgot? Miss Mailer very often comes with deliveries during the night. I did see her that night as well, but didn't think much of it, as it's nothing unusual. I had no reason to hide that from you. Please forgive me for the confusion. That kind of thing can happen. A human memory is in no way perfect. I don't imagine there's a problem here, is there? On the contrary, Your Honor. There's one thing Miss Grail forgot to mention. What is it? I get to recall what Miss Mailer said about having met Miss Grail. Miss Grail, of course. She was in the corridor carrying a tray. She's not supposed to be working, is she? Well, Mr. Grail, apparently you were carrying a tray at the time. What do you have to say about that? Jean Grail, I believe you should add that to your testimony. As you wish, my lord. Well, maybe she really forgot about that. The fact that she tried to hide it means it's something.
also probably just knocked out. My guy.
Hold it!
And me. What do you mean by usual drink? Master's experience continue experiments continue late hour. I would always have some juice to ward off sleepiness. Yep. What kind of juice? Tomato juice. There we go.
Hang on!
Excuse me, mister. That's tomato juice, isn't it? Mister. Wah! I know nothing about it. Nothing at all. You stole it. What have you done this time? Don't give it that scary looking, Mr. Barnum. It was only just a little bit. Seriously, hardly anything at all. What are you talking about? Huh? What do you think I'm talking about? The juice. The tomato juice, of course. The tomato juice. Oh, you didn't. Surely even you wouldn't. Well, like I told you before, some of ever did it the previous night. When I woke up, yeah, it was pounded. So I went to see the alchemist. You know what happens? When I was after learning the alchemist study, and I got my eye. Ball, I mean. Tomato juice. Before you might be in the heading away, you know? So you drank it. You found it at the crime scene. The juice you found at the crime scene. Well, why shouldn't I? It's a drink, ain't it? What else are you gonna do with a drink? You drink it, right? Can you tell us where the bottle is now? What do you think of it? I don't remember seeing it at the crime scene. It's been confiscated. Confiscated. Bear's got sleeping pills in it, and then she's just choked him out. As I mentioned previously, the occult crime analysts confiscated all of Master's personal belongings from the crime scene. Is that so? Well, I believe we should take a note of that bottle and add it to the court record. Yes, so there I was, having a bit of juice when the girl came round. It is a bit loud. Say the truth. I don't remember what happened after that. So you passed out, huh?
Hold it!
To the left of the crime scene. That's right. I took it from the crime scene.
Objection!
Do you realize punching evidence? Oh wait, I've definitely done this one. It's the next statement, right? Fuck off. I hate... Why does it do that? It's the last statement I need to look at now. Ugh! I just keep clicking. It's so long. It's the last statement I need to press the ball on. No, I don't. I need to examine it. And then I present it, right?
Hold it!
I've got evidence now. You do? Really? Did you work out, Bluey? What's the case? The defense may present some evidence. Okay, yeah.
Take that!
Oh, God. Mister, I believe the reason you might have lost consciousness at the crime scene is tied to the same piece of evidence. Isn't it just because, you know, had a bit too much of the fun the night before? No, it's because of this. Tomato juice. Passed out right after drinking the juice. Therefore, it's not unreasonable to assume there was a direct connection between the two. Tomato juice does not make people fall unconscious simply at night. Exactly. That's why something must have been added to the contents of that bottle. And like a soporific? I don't know. Do you mean sleep medicine? And if a soporific was mixed in with the tomato juice, that means Sir Duke would have been unconscious at the time he was assailed? Reading hard. Oh! This sketch, have another look. Red liquid dripping down from the victim's mouth. It's proof that Sir Beldew must have drunk the tomato juice. I failed to consider this. Mr. Barnum, I bet you remember saying this to the court. Can you imagine anyone just sitting back and letting themselves get strangled? Really, there should be evidence of a struggle. We haven't found any. That must mean the killer erased all traces of fight from the crime scene. However, if the victim was unconscious when when his assailant was strangling him, the killer could have committed the crime through a small portal big enough to put their arms through.
Objection!
That may be, but tell me this: how did the culprit manage to obtain such a strong soporific? They work in an yeah. Yeah. It was very simple. I think you realize why. The alchemist. That's right. An alchemist would no doubt have a wide variety of various medicaments in their possession. And an apprentice would have little trouble stealing some of them from their study. Is that right, Miss Grayle? How should I respond to that? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but may perhaps be the best way to put it. What do you mean? Even the juice bottle has been safely stored in the past for the past 3 months. I'm positive that it would be impossible to find any traces of the safari now. What do you mean now? You wicked... This is unbelievable. This is really the butler who did it. Everything she has said holds true. She was pretending to be a boy. That might be... that's why it's suspicious to begin with. She... Which? Jesus Christ, lady. It is deafening. Stop. Hold on, everyone. The butler couldn't have done it. Done that to Sir Belduke. She would never do it. Please, just let us testify. Just one more time. Miss Grayle, let's tell them. Let's prove they're wrong. They've no idea how much you've done for Sir Belduke. Miss Mailer. Very well, I shall grant your request. Testify about the relationship between Miss Grayle and Sir Belduke. Surely this is near the end, right? I kind of wanted to commit this. Master took me in, a complete stranger. I will forever be indebted to him. That's why I would never make an attempt in his life, through magic or otherwise. Sir Belduke was a wonderful man. He is the one who recommended this line of work for me. And he is the one who told me about it. The confidentiality obligation, I mean. I never broke it once. Oh? It's true that Sir Belduke evoked fear due to being an alchemist. However, he was also a man of admirable character, who supported the townsfolk through his research. Why would anybody want to kill such a man? This question still keeps haunting me, however much I think about it. Just need no reason behind their evil. That's what makes them witches. Oh. Now, the defense may begin the interrogation.
Hold it!
How long has it been since you began serving Sir Belduke?
It's supposed to be 5 years now. Before that, I lost everything. I had nothing and nobody left in this world.
Lost everything?
That's why when Master Belduke helped me, he kindly took me in and gave me work.
What did he go through before he started working for Belduke? What did she go through for good? So, yeah, you know.
Later, I was helping Master with his research. He even told me how to read and write. I was able to live comfortably for so long, all because of Master.
Don't know much about Grayle. She doesn't seem the type to kill someone she owes so much to. Hi, Blair! How you doing, my love? Everyone in this town knows how you sell Duke. Now, you may continue your testimony. Hopefully you're doing alright, Blair. I don't think you saw anything from last stream, but this butler was a guy, revealed was a girl. But it's kind of a weird way they went about it. They were kind of like, tell us if you're a girl now.
Hold it!
You don't have school for... Oh, let's go. That's good. So you... Why are you off? Is it the break? Half term, is that what it's called? Or are you just off? When you had no reason... Oh, how was your exam? Actually, Blair, your Spanish test. Claiming you had no reason for to kill Sir Belduke.
Yes, you can ask whoever you wish. I'm sure they will say the same.
Is this so? It's widely known that Jean Grayle was devoted to serving Sir Belduke. Literally, just forced it on her. It's difficult to imagine that she'd be so, she could brutally murder her respected master. I'm doing good though. I'm very tired, but I'm glad you showed up. I want to get this trial not over and done with. It's more the fact that I'm really into it, and I feel like every time I keep thinking about the end of it. So like I've hit the 2-hour mark. I was gonna head off and do a yoga. I'm gonna have to do one, and then maybe not go to the gym tomorrow. I could go Friday before uni, and I still get a workout in. We'll see. But yeah, indeed, I am with the sim. I have visited Sir Beldic on several occasions to inquire about this piece of evidence of that. And I must say, I felt there was a strong bond of trust between him and Miss Grail. Oh, that makes sense. That kind of works out, though. Yeah, at least, so you don't have to go in, that's quite nice. Once they force us to go in still, which is crap. Yeah. Like, you just go in there to revise, essentially. But did your task go alright? At least. Do you still think you can come up with a motive? A motive? Okay, that's good. Jean Grail's motive for murder. Grail just a lot to conjure up a small portal on that wall. And then she killed Belduc? What motive did she have? I don't think we have anything. Yeah. I think we've heard everything a witness has to tell. Oh, yeah. Well, Miss Grail wouldn't kill Sir Belduc, but he's dead. But he's dead. And when you think about who could have killed him. You're right, Mr. Wright. Murder happened. Nothing's going to change that, but was murder really the culprit's primary objective? What are you thinking, Mr. Wright? Maybe I need to consider some other possibilities after all. Rather than trying to get more information, maybe I better change my perspective. Well, I've been thinking, maybe we've been making the wrong assumption. What if Grail's aim wasn't to get Belduc out of the picture? What? That makes sense, that's annoying.
Hold it!
Do you know when you find out it's like a month's time? Because normally they wait a while, which is annoying. You mean you became a courier because of Sir Belduc? That's right. I was also a, what do you call it, an orphan. Been stealing bread and apples and such from stores and shops to survive. I was far and wide among the trade. I was known far and wide among the traders of the shopping area. I was famous, or rather infamous. She's stealing from Mrs. Leclerc too. And one day, Miss Grail took me there to Sir Belduc's residence. Sir Belduc helped me to find a suitable job. So you became a courier. Yes. See, I only had one real skill. I'm light-footed. At first I didn't take it too seriously. The job, I mean. I didn't care for my work. Then I realised it's not so bad to be useful, you know, to other people. So, I a lot, you see. Sir Belduc, I mean. What a heartwarming story. The judge just wiped his tear away with the remover's hood. The more you hear about Sir Belduc, the more obvious it will become that no one had any reason to want to kill him. It does seem that way.
Hold it!
Confidentiality obligation as a rule held among couriers, is that right? Yes, a courier must not disclose the contents of a letter, nor the names or nor address to its sender and recipient. For real insurance. I don't want food, to be fair. But I'll tell you confidently that, I love gossiping, bad-mouthing people especially. So, I wasn't confident I could keep it. Confidentiality obligation, I mean. I was tempted to talk about this and that. And that Belduc trusted her. When Sir Belduc spoke to me, he said, think about how you feel in the person's place. It got me thinking, I really like to gossip, but when it comes to being gossiped about, people messages are their secrets, and secrets must be kept. Indeed. No one should want their letters to be fully known. She's certainly determined to when it comes to confidentiality. That's why she doesn't want to disclose the addressee to Belduc's letter. I'm not going to get that out of her. I promise, Sir Belduc, I'm going to keep it no matter what. The promise I mean. It's something I pride myself on, right? So, okay. The oath testimony. Everyone knows that Miss Girls, yeah. How do I change the perspective? That's a second statement. I'm gonna save it again because I'm low on health.
Hold it!
I have to try one of these. This middle option is intriguing me, suggest another motive. Understand, the defense will present evidence. Evidence to indicate Jean Grey's motive for murder. No. Wait, what? What's this about, Blue Knight? The Belduke's life was taken that day, that's a fact. However, was this actually the culprit's true objection?
Objection!
What? This is nonsense. Sir Belduke was murdered. Whatever possible reason could there be besides someone wanting him dead? Very positive. This piece of evidence will lead us to the real culprit's motive. I have literally no idea. Very well, present evidence.
Take that!
Miss Grail had no reason to want to kill Sir Belduke. Please be right. However, there was another incident that night which was related to this case. And I have an idea what it was. Another incident? Oh, the bell tower? Referring to his letter. Sir Belduke wrote a letter shortly before his death. Yeah, oh, did you replace the letter? Before his death? You can reach that. Can you? I was gonna say, she's probably gone and changed the letter or replaced, yeah. So Belduke wrote that shortly after his death. Shortly before his death. We all we have is some blank sheets of parchment. Fascinating. Are you saying maybe a witch used some of the, some kind of ink removing magic on the letter, Mr. Wright? No. The spell used by the witches was, of course, Godor. Let's go over the state of the crime scene one more time. As we know from Miss Mailer's testimony, the letter in that letterbox was next to the victim's head. Definitely grabbed it. Oh yes, it was in the sketch as well. The letter is on the far side of the shelf. One of the note is the location of the letterbox. Unbelievable. As Inquisitor Barnabas is to notice, the letter was within reach of the small portal conjured by a witch behind the painting on the wall. Oh, indeed it is. And as Sir Belduke's butler, you would have known exactly where he keeps his letters. Indeed, Master Belduke would always keep his letters in that letterbox before posting them. You mentioned no such thing. Hotty, like a bag of chocolates. This green. Create a portal with Godor. Of the intention of killing Sir Belduke. You were after this letter, weren't you? That's merely wild conjecture. I didn't even know about that letter at the time. You didn't? Now that's very strange. When Miss Mailer came by the night, Sir Belduke was busy writing that letter. And then you entered, and that's when you entered, carrying a bottle of tomato juice. There's no way you couldn't have known that your master was writing a letter to someone. You could have known even more about that. For instance, perhaps you knew what he was writing about. That's enough. I served Master Belduke as his butler. I never would have pried into his private affairs. Whatever it was he wrote about his final note to the storyteller. Oh. It is no concern of mine. The storyteller. Your Honor, your defense. I'd like Miss Grail's last testimony to be added to her testimony. Any objections, Inquisitor Barnum? No, my lord. Very well, with us. Include what you said, what you just told us to your testimony. As you wish, my lord. Where is it? Yeah. Well, we didn't know it was going to the storyteller, right? I don't know why I present though. I thought we didn't know it was just
Hold
a-
it!
Right? Wait, what? We got it straight. Didn't know. Oh, and then she's gonna react. Sorry, you didn't know anything about the victim's life.
That's right. I believe I had said as much already.
Then how did you know? How did you know it was just a storyteller? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's another thing. Oh, indeed. She's surely gonna react. Why didn't you answer this question, witness? It's true that the letter was just a storyteller. But when did you find out about this? She told her.
I've spoken about the murder with many people over the past 3 months.
Witness!
Yeah.
Hang on!
She broke the confidentiality. Excuse me, Miss Mabel.
Oh, ah!
I caught off guard, but her screech just caught me off guard. It's her screech that's caught me off guard. Is that perhaps anything you'd like to add to Miss Grail's testimony?
No, not really.
In that case, let me ask you a different question. Did you tell Miss Grail about said Belduke's letter?
I don't know.
Do not beat around the bush, witness. Answer the question.
If I may briefly interrupt. I'm testifying right now. If you wish to question Miss Mailer, please do once you've finished your interrogating me.
You're not gonna let me question Mailer from the looks of it, and if she's so keen to prevent her from answering. This might just be the critical point in the testimony. I've got to find another way of fishing for that information. Witness, continue testifying. Huh.
Hold it!
Oh wait, now it's yeah. I'm a courier because of oh yeah, okay, we read this. Something happens now, right? Or is this no, this is a new point, I think. It's this.
Objection!
Fuck! Oh, god damn it. No, no, really. Now it's bad because I'm on 1 life. I'm gonna have to save. I was really hoping that we've done really bad on the trials, that's all I'm gonna say.
Hold it!
We've read this. But we know you just broken it. Okay, wait, that is different.
Hold it!
Okay, it's this again. Oh, maybe I just carry it on without asking Mela.
Witness!
Everyone has been very kind to me. They have also told me all sorts of things. I must have heard it from someone at some point.
Well, the incident was clearly much talked about. Certainly talked about. Would you not agree, defense? The testimony altogether. It's a huge contradiction in Miss Grail's testimony. You're becoming very predictable, Sir Blue Knight. If there is a contradiction, I hope you have evidence to prove it. No chance. There's only one way to expose the contradiction. The defense has no intention of presenting evidence. But what? Proof is there as a contradiction. Statements cannot be found in the court record.
What? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
Professor pointed it out to me in the previous witch trial. In this court, an attorney's arsenal isn't limited to court record. Statement. Oh, I miss him. My king. Each of the witnesses in this trial has given their own account of what occurred. Therefore, whenever one witness has testified, the other remaining witnesses have listened. Should one witness' testimony differ from another testimony, then I suppose that in itself could also be considered contradiction. Can it not? As in with mailers. Juxtaposing contradictory... Jesus Christ, these big words. Juxtaposing contradictory testimonies from different witnesses is the key. It's great. The testimony contradicts another one that we've heard in the court today.
Objection!
They got Luke in a skeleton too. That's really funny, actually. I was like, I heard a female voice. It's a speller saying it and then turning. That's so funny. Oh my god! Imagine he's alive in there. He's like, the fuck, guys. There's a single word that you now. There's a single word you gave away, Mrs. Grail. What do you mean by that? Name of the recipient. There are only a few people who knew the intended recipient of that letter. 4 people, to be precise. Only 4 people. First was Sir Balduke, the author of the letter. That was Miss Mailer, who delivered it. Of course, the storyteller is recipient, as well as one person. The one who stole the letter, using the portal and swapped it in the blank sheets of parchment. The witch.
Maybe I did. Maybe I spilled the beans about the letter, I mean. Maybe I told the butler.
Yeah, but then you did what?
Because, you see, he and the butler are sort of friends. And it was about our dear Sir Balduke. I felt like I might have told her about it after all.
She's never broken the agreement.
See, if I did, that's how I knew. About the recipient, I mean.
Objection!
I understand you're friends with Miss Grail and you want to help her out. Got a piece of advice, Miss Bailey. You shouldn't lie even for a friend.
Huh?
Remember your testimony. You told the courier duty to keep. You told us about the courier duty to keep details of letters confidential, and you also testified that you never broke that obligation. Remember?
Objection!
But hold on just a minute. As the victim's butler, Jean Grail might have had the chance to catch a glimpse of them.
Objection!
No. No, she didn't. When Miss Bailey came with the delivery, Sir Balduke was still writing the letter. Actually, he was in the middle of it. At the time, the letter had not been addressed yet. Next morning, when the body was discovered, the letter was already in the letterbox. Keep in mind that Miss Grail would have had no opportunity to see it either. Is that so? Went to report the crime without even saying from the study. Yes. Then, Miss Mailer appeared and retrieved the letter. Needless to say, Miss Grail couldn't have learned about the letter's recipient afterwards. Or maybe you have a good explanation, Miss Grail. I'd very much like to hear one. Can you tell the court how you found out the recipient's name?
Mr. Wright.
Yes?
You remember what I said when I was called to the witness stand?
Yes. Yes?
At the heart of alchemy lies the pursuit that rules logic.
Pursuit of the rules and logic that govern nature.
You have demonstrated the power of your own logic.
Oh. That's great. Are you saying? Oh.
Yes, I confess. The hour point which you used the spell Gordo to swap the contents of that letter, and you took the life of Master Balduke. It was none other than I.
There was that whole vision we saw with Maya and Professor. I don't even know. The actual witch? I don't know. Oh. 2000 rough. Oh.
I was an only child born into a poor family. I've been a witch since I was very little. When did I become aware of it? I don't remember. Although I was but a young child, I knew that being a witch was a crime. So I hid my witch scepter and wouldn't use magic at all. Aww.
How do you get born a witch, though? My mother worked as a bricklayer. We toiled every day, but we could hardly make ends meet. One winter day, we couldn't afford to pay rent. We were going to lose the house. My mother was in tears, and my father was sitting with his head down, wordless.
I want money for Mummy and Daddy.
That day, I suddenly remembered about the witch's scepter that I had hidden. Golden scepter. I thought I'd try it just once, casting a spell. But at the time, I had no idea what a irreversible mistake that would be. Even though no one told me, I knew at the very beginning what magic I was able to use. She turned her parents into gold, I'm assuming. The go! Why should I turn to gold? I was thinking about a really hard little girl, that I was. Something that wouldn't stand out, that could be taken as a work of art. And instead, I chose a pretty leaf that had fallen out in our garden. Oh, I feel bad for her. But it wasn't the right thing to do after all. I was terribly punished for using magic, even just the once. Oh. Is chat back? Are we back yet? Okay, I think so. Let me check. It said reconnecting on Streamlabs. I don't trust it. Not be working. Let me refresh, just in case. Hello, it's not pulling up anything. Don't worry about it. Okay, no, that seems fine. We'll go with it. Right. Oh, yikes. Oh, dear me. I screamed and cried for help. I knew I couldn't ask anyone for help. And if anyone had seen it, they would know that it was a work of magic, and I knew Margaret wasn't coming back. That's terrible. Then my mother and father's faces flashed before my eyes. Oh, so she ran away. Well, we may have been very poor, but we'll always be happy together. They had been captured as a witch. I fear my parents probably wouldn't be safe either. That thought tormented me more than anything, and so I made the decision. I decided to end my own life. Oh. Oh, and then Belduke saved her. Threw himself into the river near the town. It was winter and the water was as cold as ice. I couldn't even move. It was painful. My consciousness started drifting away. Yeah. Oh. The next thing I knew, I was in Master Belduke's residence. He risked his own life jumping into the freezing river to save me. I burst into tears and told him everything. I didn't want to go back home. I would only end up causing my parents grief. Master Belduke listened to me without interrupting, and then he told me this.
You can stay here, but from now on, you must live as a boy.
Okay. I'd do that too. Master Belduke met with my parents and explained everything to them. They were very sad, but they agreed it would be best if I didn't return home. Oh. Poor Miss Grayle. That must have been so awful for her. My parents bought Master bought the house for my parents, so they wouldn't have to worry about paying rent anymore. As for Margaret, she turned into gold. He brought her to his residence. He knew if anyone saw her, they would report an incident of witchcraft. And this was Margaret. Is she still in that gold state? Yes, she is. That's strange. We've received no reports of anybody by that name having gone missing. Margaret is being kept. Oh, the fucking goat. That's fine then. Margaret is being kept in the basement under master study. But the basement? Correct me if I'm wrong, but this Margaret, is she up? Yes, my dear friend was a goat. We were keeping at our house. That's fucking fine then. Whatever. Goat. Until then, Master Belduke had mainly been researching medicine, but since the incident with Margaret, he became known as the Alchemist. That's when he became the Alchemist. I was wondering why the goat was the only thing not covered in dust. That's how I started the new life as Master Belduke's butler. Sir Belduke sometimes work as the physician, curing the townspeople of their illnesses. As his assistant, you have also shown commitment to helping the townspeople for your work. I forgot about being a witch and was able to live happily at peace with everyone. I thought you could say that forever. Those peaceful days came to an abrupt end. Tell us, what in the world was the cause? Even though I'm not quite sure what led to this, even I'm not sure quite led to this, however, it all started 3 months ago with that lightning strike. Yeah, I'm still so confused about this. Master Belduke and I were on the way back home, carrying specimens for experiments. An old bell tower appeared in flames. Everyone who saw it was stupefied. But the expression on Master Belduke's face was unlike anything I'd seen before. What do you mean? His face went pale and twisted in sheer terror. He was shaking violently. It wasn't just astonishment at an unusual phenomenon. It seemed like he was afraid of something more concrete. He saw the devil. Perhaps Sir Belduke saw something that others couldn't. He cancelled his experiments for the night and began writing a letter to someone. A letter? I found out about it when I brought him a bottle of his orange juice. A bottle of tomato juice. Where did I get orange juice from? He was writing feverishly, as if he was possessed. I saw some things. A few words in that letter. Expose everything. Not keep the secret any longer. The truth about the witch is not going to actually be about her, surely. But she thought it was about her. Master Belduke was going to confess that I was a witch. So she had to kill him. I get it. But it's definitely going to be a misunderstanding, which sucks. Everything went black in front of my eyes. I will never forget that feeling, that overwhelmed me at that moment. Was that when you decided to commit the crime? What I did first was accidentally singe part of the wall of my room. There was an excuse to repaint that section of the wall green. We also painted the wall behind the painting in Sir Belduke's study. And when that fateful night came, I used a syringe to inject a soporific through the cork into the bottle of tomato juice. So many thoughts were running through my head as I wished Master a good night. I opened the portal behind him. He was right there, in front of me, asleep. I reached out for the letter in the letterbox, taking care not to wake him. And then, I happened to notice the name in the envelope. Storyteller. Then she's like, I have to kill this bitch. Oh, when I read that name, the world around me turned black once more. It's impossible to avoid what is written by the storyteller. It seemed as if I could hear the doors of all escape routes shut and closed. There was the sound of despair. Despair! I would like you to believe me. But the thought of taking Master Belduke's life never occurred to me once. I only planned to steal the letter and then disappear. But as I looked upon Master sleeping there in front of me, at that moment, I felt an evil presence awaken in me. Why did he save my life? And why did he betray me? Before I realised what I was doing, my hands were clutching his neck. He didn't move at all, so I kept on clenching his neck. Oh, honey. That's it. That's the truth about what happened 3 months ago. And that's why the storyteller doesn't know and didn't write it in the story, because the letter never got to him. But it's still weird that he doesn't know that, because that means clearly stuff that doesn't get written happens. Just one thing I fail to understand. Yes? Did you want to run away once you had stolen the letter? Yet despite that, you continue to live at Sir Belduke's residence, and now here you stand. Why did you not run away? Because I love him. My life had been thrown into disarray due to the absurdity of magic. I had learned all about alchemy, living at Master's residence. Alchemy is concerned with the logic that governs the world. I wanted to believe
that there truly was such a thing. So I stayed in that place hoping that one day to see the irrational nature of magic overcome by the power of reason. Magic being overcome by reason? That night, I saw the letter with blank sheets of parchment and waited for the sun to rise. I resolved to wait for the day when my true identity would be exposed through reason and logic. Master's death remained a mystery for 3 months, and people started losing interest. And then you appeared, Mr. Wright. Yeah, you fucked up. On the day you visited the residence, I was listening to conversations from the other room. As the time really come for me, my heart started racing with anticipation. Then, a few minutes after, everyone entered the room. An unbelievable incident took place.
What incident?
A witch appeared in Master's study.
Okay. So I was gonna say, so it's just a different witch. That's fine. I'm glad. Because I didn't believe it was her. I had a feeling that she wasn't that vicious. I was very much of the opinion that she just wanted to, kill. Well, she didn't want to kill Belduke, but I had a feeling it was unrelated.
I wanted to get a look at the witch, so I created a portal behind the painting. Precisely at that moment. Goldor. The witch used one of the very spells that I can use too. When I heard those words, a single thought flashed through my mind. This was my chance. I could dispose of my witch's scepter. I knew at the time what kind of witch the Inquisition would be looking for.
Which I could use for Ephemeria and Goldor.
It occurred to me that I only need to change one of the magic gems. I had previously found out the Ephemeria gem was purple. I realized I could swap the Goldor magic gem for my amethyst.
Godor.
I could pin the blame on the crime on the other witch.
Yep. Change one of the gems for the witch scepter in that room. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Objection!
So there is another witch. Thank you. Doosh! Wait a minute. Jean Grey Earl.
This statement of yours.
It's highly problematic. Also, was the bottom.
Yes, you are right.
Could someone explain to me what this is about?
I'm a witch indeed. A sinful creature that killed the person to whom she owed her life.
It is a bit upsetting.
However, regarding the gentleman standing next to you, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, can you fucking learn how to undo it? Because I'm pissed off.
We have fallen victim to a witch, but that witch is not me.
Right. So we're gonna find the book that tells us how to undo it, and you're gonna undo it for us, and then we'll kill you, okay? Perfect. Right. I kind of like her, to be fair. I feel bad, but here we are. Ah. Oh. Oh, wait, what? Order! Order! Order in the court! What in the... What is the meaning of this?
Jean Grey Earl admits killing Sir Belduke, but not turning Sir Layton into gold.
That is the gist of it, my lord. But lying about it is meaningless. Why?
Just being a witch itself, being a witch is a crime in itself. And the punishment of the crime is the same, regardless of whether she took one person's life or two. That's why there's no point of lying about it. I'm sure that's what the judge is thinking.
Grey Earl is still claiming she never laid a finger on the professor. If there's no point of lying, does that really mean she's telling us the truth?
So, in that case, who's responsible for what happened to the professor? It wasn't her, then who was it?
Mind if I say something? Jesus Christ. Take a hint, witness. Does it feel like this is the right moment for you to talk?
Yeah, well, that's kind of why I was staying quiet till now. But I either say it now or never.